at home that are curious. A 65-37, 5:45 remaining in the fourth quarter of action. It's been all Scott from the very get-go, led by Justin Harmon, the one tower of the Twin Towers with 34 points.
Yeah, this fourth quarter, they've really slowed the game clock down. Anyway, we're at 5:45 and counting, but it's been a pretty quick game up until this quarter. And I'm not real sure what happened right there, but it looked like a few seconds ticked off the clock. Maybe that was an official adjustment.
Yeah, it was 5:45. Now it's 5:34. Either way, 11 seconds are off the clock, and Sissonville back in action. Good catch, John. I didn't even notice that. Now Caleb Wilkinson up top of the key for Sissonville. He goes over to number 22, Chaz Clark. Chaz Clark penetrating. Kicks out to number 33, Zach Nell. Gets it then through the paint. Caleb Wilkinson, the slasher. He now has 11 for the Indians. Down to Evan Honeycutt. Crosses the half-court line for the Skyhawks. He's going to go into the paint. Get it out to Matt Dolan. Dolan over to right-hand side to Honeycutt. Honeycutt, top of the key to Tully. Tully over to Dolan. Kicks it back out to Dave Ward. He's going to go in through the paint, and he lost control of it. Dave Ward not having the sharpest of hands.
It looked like it got caught on his hip or something as he tried to go in, and he just lost the ball.
And we have a blocking foul. Pretty obvious there on William Schaefer, but A for effort.
How scrappy is he?
You know, littlest kid out there. He's out there standing in front of the biggest and baddest that Sissonville has to offer.
Yeah, he took a pretty good shot by number 42. They run the baseline for Sissonville, and he just hopped right back up.
And a baseline shot hit and made by Zach Nell. He has 5. Dolan, crossing up Nell. Dave Ward on the receiving end as he gets back in the scoring column here in the second half. He now has 9. And here on the other end, a quick 3 up, no good. A rebound goes to Michael Turner, and putback is good by Turner. His first points of the game. And now Matt Dolan recrossed the line for Scott, gets it over to Tully. Tully looking for Ward. Now gives it back out to Tully. Now right side Dolan. Dolan's going to go in to work on a double team. Gets swatted away by number 50, Duncan McClung. As Justin Harmon's going to come back in with under 4 minutes to go. 67-44 is your score. Scott still in control by 23 and nearly has this one wrapped up. I would say Sissonville will have to go on a pretty big run within the next minute and a half to have a chance.
Big run.
And Harmon gets the rebound, and he's got it swiped away, but he touched it last. He's going to go back up the court. Now back up the floor for Sissonville. Number 34, Jonathan Moyer. And he got it down low to number 42, Michael Turner, but dribbled it right off his foot right here in front of the...
You know, that might be the play that really sums up this Sissonville Ball Club's game tonight. I mean, just had an open look to the basket, driving in off his foot, going the other way.
I mean, it's not like Sissonville is horrible. It's just that Scott's really just played that well. You know, not to take anything away from Scott. You know, we want to say, I mean, they played a team that came ready to play. Scott just came, you know, the came today as the better team.
That's right.
And that happens.
Yes, it does.
Cody Brown gets it over to Harmon, top of the key. Harmon now gives it over to Matt Dolan. Gives it back up top to Cody Brown. He's going to give it over now to Tully. Tully's going to go on the baseline. No good. And it's going to be off the head of William Schaefer. He didn't see it there, and it bounced right off the top of the old noggin. And it bounced out of bounds, and it will remain. It'll go back to Sissonville, 67-44, 3:10 and counting remaining in the game. Now number 11, Andrew Holmes.
Up and under. Good little shot right there. 2 points. Number 11, Sissonville.
Number 11, as I mentioned, Andrew Holmes.
Justin Harmon just continues to get the ball deep into the post. He couldn't convert that one, but, man, he's got solid looks down there all night.
And now we have another steal here by Matt Dolan. He's going to push the floor for the Skyhawks, and he couldn't get the basket to fall through, but he'll have the chance to get 2 free throws to fall down through. He's 2 of 5 from the free throw shooting line.
Yeah.
So let's see if he can improve that 40% margin here. As the foul's going to go against number 34, Jonathan Moore. That'll be his second, team's 9th. So from here on out, Scott will be in a double-digit bonus. And if Scott commits one more, Sissonville will be shooting a 1-on-1 in a non-shooting situation.
Really proud of our sideline reporter right there, photographer. I mean, Amanda running, she got out of the way. Dolan was coming right at her, and I don't know if she got the shot or not, but she was hanging in there.
I'm sure. I have a feeling we're going to hear about that one later.
Yeah, she'll give us the roundup on it.
It's probably a picture-by-picture sequence. I can't wait. No, folks, but seriously, if you haven't got to check out her photography yet, please go on there and check it out because I was very, very impressed last night. I knew it would be good, but I had no idea it was going to be that good. And, it just brings a whole nother level of access to you, the fans, of a little more closer, up-in-depth photos than, what you can see with a camera.
Yeah, and she's there's bargain prices there, where you can buy in-game shots. A lot of players don't have those. They have their team pictures, and, she's adding another element for WVSN.
And we're proud to have her. And Cody Brown hands it all over to William Schaefer. Now up top to Tully. Tully going to go to the right-hand side, jump stop, a jump ball situation, and this time it will go to Sissonville. 2:10 remaining, 69-46 is the remaining score.
We'll get an update here. Jesse Belcher has come out of the locker room. He's in his Scott warm-ups. It don't look like he's going to return. You see him on the top right of your screen walking under the basket, him and the trainers. He's walking under his own power. So that's good to see, Jesse. We're pulling for you.
Yeah, it's good to see you up and about, buddy. Number 11, Andrew Holmes, fires up a 3. No good. Rebound goes to Cody Brown of Scott. Now he's going to cross the half-court line in minute 50, and Scott's still moving at a pretty good pace. Kingery just getting some extra sets in, I believe, for practice here, and can't blame him.
Yeah, he's got his second team out there running, and this is valuable time for them. Normally they look at maybe 30 seconds to a minute and a half of game action, but they're going to get to roll off a couple of minutes here consecutive and hopefully be able to build the depth on that bench for them Scott Skyhawks.
I mean, right. I mean, it just may seem like basic, scrap minutes right now, but you don't know how far them scrap minutes are going to come into play one day when you got 2 of your starters in foul trouble.
That's right. Yeah, when you look down that bench and you know that freshman's knees ain't shaking because he's already been in there, it feels a little bit better to throw him out to the wolves.
Yeah, and William Schaefer connecting on 2 free throws there. It's a nice job by him of connecting on that down the stretch. We're just going to go ahead and go over all the players that are on the floor right now. Number 4, Ryan Honeycutt. Number 41, Jonathan Rankin. 34, Tyler Scott. And number 35, Nicholas Markham. And number 4, Ryan Honeycutt. Cody Brown, I'm sorry. That's the other one I want to say. Minute 24 remaining, 71-46, Scott by 25. And we're pretty much just here going through the motions on this final 90 seconds of action. John, it's a good broadcast today, my friend.
Absolutely, sir. It was great to be in the booth with you once again. Hope we brought another good quality product for the people to watch. And, like we said, we'll be here all year. We're going to try to do as many home games for the Scott Skyhawks as possible, along with the Sherman Tide, Lincoln County Panthers, and the Logan Wildcats.
And visiting teams. So, if you're checking out our website and you don't have anybody a member of those schools, but if you play one of them schools on the road, you don't need to make the trip. The next day, hopefully, eventually down the road, we would like to have live broadcasting. But that's so far up in the air right now with getting permits and everything. But we're not really going to tease you guys anymore with that. We'll just lay it back on you guys whenever it's that time. But if you miss the game, no worries. It'll be on the next day. And it's not necessarily being there live in person, but it's as good as you're going to get, and as best opportunity if anybody's had to actually watch a game from their own home. As far as I know down here.
Absolutely. If something happens and the weather gets bad or you're sick or something, you can't get out and watch your Hawks.
or your Panthers or your Wildcats or your Tide or whoever. If you have a team going to one of them schools,
you can watch them the next day. Kind of a lot of water like Suddenlink does. They broadcast, they tape the Friday night football games and they'll air them on Saturday. We're going to be doing the same thing, Tony, here at WVSN all season long.
And eventually we would like to take it up to that next level, and we are. It's not like we're not trying, but I know we were rambling on right there a little bit about the West Virginia Sportsnet product as we came to the end of the game there. As you may have heard the buzzard, the final score of this one 71-48. As Scott improves to 1-0 in the Cardinal Conference this year and 2-0 on the season. And boy, in what convincing fashion. And we normally would go to a break for a player of the game here, but I don't think there's no need in this one. So, John, you do so well presenting WVSN's player of the game.
Well, tonight, Tony.
Hit us with your knowledge, buddy.
Yeah,
lay it on me.
WVSN, we're at the Madison Civic Center, the Scott Skyhawks versus Sissonville. WVSN player of the game, no other than the Scott Skyhawks, Justin Harmon, big man in the middle, 6'7". He went off, Tony. How many points did he have?
He had not 1, not 2, not 3. Oh, let's cut it out. He had 34.
34 points. He tops the season high for the Scott Skyhawks as his teammate Dave Ward scored 32 at Tulsa on this past Tuesday. He is set to new mark at 34 unofficially. So we
know he had at least 10 rebounds because many of them points were second chance points.
That's right. Yeah, so another double-double for King.
We're assuming another double-double unofficially.
Right. It was hard to believe that he didn't have 10 rebounds because he was such a dominant force tonight in the middle. And just a great win for Coach Kingery and the Scott Skyhawks.
Absolutely. And Kingery, didn't have to go too crazy, so that's always a good thing.
Yeah, he kept his blood pressure down tonight. So.
We love you, Coach. We're just yanking at your chains a little bit. We appreciate it. You've done more than your fair share in helping getting this thing going. And as far as a lot of other people, including Nick Cabell and
just the whole staff.
Yeah, the whole staff, of course.
We were open.
Marcus is another one.
That's right. Open arms from the moment we came in. Everybody seems to be on board with this. We hope that you guys, the fans. Reach out, let your voice be heard, www.wvsportsnet.com. You can leave feedback on our videos, free membership, join the message boards, chat it up, WVSN, we're here for you.
All right, and keep it locked in here as we're coming back with WVSN's player of the game, senior Just Harmon, 6'7" senior, 260 pounds, 24 points, 16 field goals from the Madison Civic Center. And after that broadcast, after that interview, that's going to be it here for WVSN at the Coalfield Classic. By the final score here, 71-48 here on WV Sports Network. Scott Skyhawks are winners over the Sissonville Indians. WVSportsnet.com.
Your sports voice of the Valley.
This is Tony Lane from West Virginia Sports Network, joined alongside our West Virginia Sports Network player of the game, Justin Harmon. 34 unofficially tonight, man. What'd you have to do? Just one update from Tuesday?
Yeah, that's what I had to do. But nah, I always want us both to have a great game because me and him both have to perform for us to win at the higher levels.
So, you guys took care of business. You jumped out real early tonight on Sissonville. How big of a part of that was just to kind of get the tension out of the way early, get the nerves out of the way, and just, cruise on the rest of the way to victory?
Well, Coach said it's better to end them early because then you don't have to worry about them later.
That sounds like something Coach would say. So, what's next for you next week, man? I know you got, now, this game's over with now, so what do you got next week coming up? We got Wayne.
Yeah, I got Wayne next week.
We got Wayne, back-to-back games. So you got looking forward to practice next week. Kingery's practices all week long.
Yeah, I'm looking forward. No, not really, but I mean, it's always fun to practice. You got to do both to be good.
We'll edit that out, man. At least we won't let them hear that part. But again, good game tonight. Congratulations on the Cardinal Conference win, and good luck next week. And we'll be right here with you on WVSN next weekend.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Team's, I was going to say our team's ready.
All right. Sorry about that, but thanks again, Justin Harmon. Keeping it locked in here on WVSportsnet.com.